Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this Slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right, the infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles, but after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE, eventually returning late in 1996. By the spring of 1997, things were much different than WWE. Bret and his family had reformed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX.
Are you ready?
The two groups despised each other, and after months of chaos, it all led to Survivor Series. And it was on that night that Shawn would steal the championship and send Bret Hart packing to WCW in an event known as the Montreal Screwjob. It's no secret that I'm a Bret Hart fan, and I consider him one of the greatest of all time. So let's hop into Bret's boots and take on Shawn Michaels in his prime, something I never got to do. The plan is simple. Avoid the sharpshooter, and we'll be okay. But if Shawn can apply the hold, we know exactly what is gonna happen. Slingshot Tech, take us to the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE European Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
How many times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, "I won't lay down for anybody"? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Well, Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling.
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension there is in the air here in Montreal.
It's been rumored that if he loses here tonight, this might be Bret's last match in the WWE. That just adds to how much is on the line here.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count.
Looking to render that arm useless.
Just stretching out the arm. And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile to everyone they've encountered.
Well, delinquency is in the eye of the beholder, Michael Cole. You might not like the kids are getting detention mimicking DX, but you can't deny they've struck a nerve through every arena we visit.
And here we go, returning to the ring.
Down around to the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
And an easy kick out.
I think he's ready for more. He's still getting warmed up.
Placing him in the corner.
Oh!
Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Bret and Shawn use for each other are not suitable for children to hear.
To be honest, they're not suitable at a bar either, Wade.
Oh, no, not at all. You'll have quite the ruckus at the pub.
Blast off. Good Lord, taking flight.
However much you think that hurt, I promise you it was way worse.
Flying ringside with
Bombs away.
catapulting down on the opponent.
Throwing all caution to the wind.
And boy, did it pay off. This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game.
Oh, God, jarring impact.
And now the Hitman is dissecting the opposition.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution. Suplex. This is how Bret wanted it. A public assault of Michaels in front of the Canadian people.
He's able to reverse it. This personal rivalry goes so far back. You can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team competitors, part of the Hart Foundation and the Rockers. Each man becoming breakout stars and leaders of a new generation in WWE. Up until that point, it was professional. But recent years and the weight of carrying the industry have changed these men.
The turning point was WrestleMania, Cole, when Bret was screwed out of the title in that Iron Man match. If the score is tied at the buzzer, it is a draw, and the title should have remained with Bret.
Well, it certainly felt like we were all learning the rules as it happened that night, but tonight the rules are very clear in this match, so I highly doubt we'll see any kind of screwy finish tonight.
Stalking from above.
From the top, through the air, and connects.
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one.
Michaels gets out of dodge. Nimbly moving into a schoolboy.
The ref calls it off. He's on the ropes. Hart wasting no motion on the counter. What's he at here?
Well executed suplex.
This has got to be demoralizing for Michaels.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here.
And Bret gets countered.
Good reflexes from him there.
Ooh, right to the gut. These two trading one blow after another.
Oh, this is more like a barroom brawl between these two. Blow after blow, test of endurance at this point. No
Needs to find a way out, reversing the pressure. That'll break the hold.
Oh, man!
And something Bret has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient. Remember what Michaels did, Corey, in St. Louis just a month ago against The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. He used every attribute to survive that encounter.
I've never seen a match more unholy than that Hell in a Cell match. HBK might not be surrounded by steel tonight, but I think the test in front of him is even greater. Michaels is going to need everything in him to survive at the Survivor Series.
Michaels putting it all on the line.
From the top!
Michaels with a picture-perfect elbow drop.
HBK has to be thinking about ending Bret's night after that move. Are we about to see a title?
HBK is the new WWE Champion.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Shawn Michaels!
Bret has to be fuming.
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension there is in the air here in Montreal.
It's been rumored that if he loses here tonight, this might be Bret's last match in the WWE. That just adds to how much is on the line here. Up high!
All the way to the outside. Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move.
Looking to take the legs out.
And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill. These two just want to fight.
When it's gotten to this level, when it has become so personal, there is nothing else to expect. All that is left is a down and dirty fight between two guys that hate each other's guts.
He's really pushing the limit here, getting close to a countout.
And back in. He was dangerously close to being counted out of this one.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
Hitman laying it into Shawn. Well, to always keep Shawn close, keep him grounded. That's pivotal for the champ tonight.
I can't think of two men who are more equally matched than Shawn and Bret. This has been an absolutely incredible year for both of them.
Possible for the title, new champ. And the champ doesn't even let the count start.
He came out here tonight prepared for a lengthy match. He's just getting started.
Pulling him in for the backbreaker. Ouch. This personal rivalry goes so far back. You can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team competitors, part of the Hart Foundation and the Rockers. Each man becoming breakout stars and leaders of a new generation in WWE. Up until that point, it was professional. But recent years and the weight of carrying the industry have changed these men.
The turning point was WrestleMania, Cole, when Bret was screwed out of the title in that Iron Man match. If the score is tied at the buzzer, it is a draw, and the title should have remained with Bret.
Well, it certainly felt like we were all learning the rules as it happened that night, but tonight the rules are very clear in this match, so I highly doubt we'll see any kind of screwy finish tonight.
Figure 4. Leg lock. Trapping him in the submission.
Needs to find a way out, reversing the pressure. That'll break the hold.
2. Ouch.
And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena. Incoming!
Good Lord, taking flight.
Fueled by emotion, doing whatever it takes to take out the competition.
Into the steel steps. That's got to be a tide turner. Getting back into the ring now.
From above!
Taking flight through the air. It connects.
That had to have hurt just as much as it hurt your opponent.
No one comes out unscathed with a high-risk move like that. Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Oh, man, slinging it into the apron. Disheartening position for HBK.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution.
And hold on, are we looking at the prelude to the end of it all?
Guys, this might actually end in a countout. Beats the count without a moment to lose. One step ahead.
Textbook O'Connor roll.
O'Connor roll. The champ with the cover. This isn't good. He's got bad things in mind. This is a situation you want to avoid. It took too long setting up for that maneuver. The momentum is squarely on Hitman's side now.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here.
Quick reaction to Hart there. And he's finally found an answer to this offensive storm.
But he needs to act fast if he really wants to change things in his favor.
Michaels doing what he can to keep his pace in this matchup. There goes Hart back to the ring.
Watch the quickness on this. Whipped over in a snap suplex.
Michaels with the awareness. Discus clothesline.
So much momentum.
Oh, my! Able to slip out of that situation.
But his torso continues to be the target here.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to mount any sort of attack for him now. Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
Lifted and completely helpless here. Backbreaker.
Stirring back to his feet, but he might not know where he is.
Blocked the effort and cut them off with a shot to the gut.
Reversal after reversal. These two are ready for each other. And down with the belly to belly.
Nice Russian leg sweep.
Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
The excellence of execution signaling to the WWE Universe now.
Stop cold with a clothesline.
Big impact off the leg drop. Manages to reverse it. Lands the crossbody. But I think those constant attacks to his torso are adding up.
Yeah, Cole, this could have consequences for his future.
From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me? Shawn Michaels is running into trouble.
Michaels looking racked with pain. The Hitman remaining a step ahead.
From above.
And Bret off the top rope and the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
and now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
High impact crossbody. Excellent execution from Hitman. Michaels is going to have to dig deep here.
Double leg takedown. Oh, we've seen this time and again from the Hitman, the sharpshooter.
The holder's locked in. He's in real pain.
I don't know how.
Is Hart going to tap him with the sharpshooter? Wait a minute. What a counter.
Putting him in the corner for something here.
Hart reversing the momentum.
Looks like he shook the cobwebs and he's turning it around.
Pile driver.
Bret's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that.
Connecting with the leg drop.
HBK in real danger here.
And
Step through. Here it comes. Bret Hart. Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter. Submission hold locked in.
Sharpshooter's locked in. Hart is cranking it with everything he's got.
Is his opponent going to...
Gotta find a way out of the sharpshooter. And does just that.
Turns it around. And he found an opening to fire back.
the U-turn Bret needed in this match could have been that right there. This could be it. Bret could retain the title here.
The excellence of execution, looking to cinch it in. Can he turn his opponent over? Yes. Sharpshooter applied. Will this do it? So much pressure being applied to the spine by this submission hold.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Oh, an arm breaker. Hitman staying on the attack.
Michaels needs to be resourceful in this situation. Stretching that shoulder.
Uh-oh. Hitman never saw that coming. Wait. Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
You can feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Bret is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.